If you want strong and defined legs, glutes, and abs, this is the workout for you because today we have got a classic twist on strength training to build muscle in your lugs. We gotta build those lugs up, you know. I have no idea what that is, but I am trying to say legs and glutes. We're gonna be hitting the thighs and of course the abs and the obliques. And the way we're gonna do that today with our structure is for the lower body, we have 2 rounds. They're going to be similar, but for the first round, we're gonna be focused on working both legs at the same time. Then the second round is gonna be more unilateral. So with that first round, we are gonna have 5 exercises repeated 2 times through, working for 55 seconds and resting for 30. We'll get a minute break, then we'll move on to round 2, which is gonna be that unilateral 5 exercises, 2 times through, but 1 time for one side and then 1 time for the other side, working for 45 seconds, resting for 30 seconds. Then for the abs round, we have 4 exercises that we are going to work 3 times through, working for 30, resting for 10 seconds. Now, equipment today is going to be heavy dumbbells, and if you don't have heavy dumbbells relative to the exercise that we are doing, you are going to lift at a quicker pace with moderately heavy exercises. So, heavy weights, slow tempo, moderate weights, quicker tempo, both while maintaining good form and full range of motion. Optional, I have my exercise bench out here. That's gonna be for some exercises. If you don't have your bench, I'll have a modification on screen for you when those come up. And with that, I think it is time to go ahead and get into our warm-up. So our warm-up today, we're gonna do a squat to quad pull. So taking it down here and then bringing that heel up towards your bum. And then switching sides, head up, chest up. Now we are gonna use some moderately heavy dumbbells in our warm-up today after we get through our non-weighted exercises. Here's 2. And 1 low sumo. So taking those legs out, we're gonna drop it down and then come up. We're gonna do a few reps just like this and then we'll hold it low. And I am noticing that I need to tie my shoe. So eventually I will do that. So no worries here. I'm gonna keep that under control. Last one, hold it low. Opening up through the hips, sliding it from side to side. Back is staying flat. Stretching through the hips and the inner thighs here. Now walking those hands up right above the knees, dropping a shoulder. Getting the upper body warm a little bit here as well in the core, because as we hold those heavy weights, we're gonna have to have that core and upper body warm and ready to go as well. Good morning next in 3. Here's 2 and 1. So bringing those legs in, good morning. Hands on the hips, hinge it down, squeeze it up. Nice and slow here as you feel those legs working, hinge it. After this, we're gonna grab those weights. 2 exercises with weights. We're gonna do a Romanian deadlift and then a squat. 3. Here's 2. Last one, and then you can grab your weights. I'm gonna use 15 pounds to get warm, not super heavy, but not super light. Just that happy middle right there. Doing that RDL first, so rolling the shoulders back, hinging it over. Dumbbells nice and close. Exhale, squeeze up. Back down, pull and squeeze. Using your power right here as you come to stand. 2 more, 2, and 1. Now popping those dumbbells up. This is gonna work us right into our first exercise. So squat here, drop it, press that floor away. Exhale with your press. 3, 2 more. And last one. All right, we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna tie my shoe. If you wanna start your watch, you can do that as well. We will use the bench for the second round through when we hit that unilateral work, but we are starting with squat. 55 seconds on, 30 seconds to rest, going heavy for this exercise. So grabbing that heavy weight for squat, meet me back here, and let's do this. Grabbing that heavy weight, bringing it up. Remember, slower tempo, the heavier the weight you've got, that more moderately heavy at a quicker pace, maintaining good form, full range of motion, and we're 55 on, here we go. As you come up, don't lock the knees out, but really squeeze through those legs. And that's one way, if you are using more moderately heavy weight today, you can make that weight feel even heavier by really squeezing and contracting through the legs. That is an awesome way to make that mind-muscle connection. Really think about contracting, squeezing the legs. Squeezing the glutes, but not rounding through the back or pushing those hips forward, just tightening up. Last one. Oh, there's one. Okay. My 3, 2, 1 countdowns may not be here today because I know I am already gonna be heavy breathing through that first set. Already feeling it. 15 seconds. I'm gonna try to go up a little bit for this last set because the goal today, especially with our heavy lift, hit failure. That is where we are really gonna build that muscle back up. Getting ready, second set, last set here before we move on. 55, let's do it. Keeping that chest up, head up. And push that floor away. Now you're gonna find that you're gonna get out of breath, probably gonna start to sweat because we are working the biggest muscles in our body today. And that is challenging for the body. The heart rate gets up to pump that blood and oxygen. The heart rate and the breathing rate, I should say, get up to pump that blood and oxygen to those big muscles. Last 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Okay, next exercise. We have got a sumo deadlift. I like to use one for this. That gives me the best feel for if I was using a long bar. So grabbing your heavy weight, legs out, toes out. And we're gonna start at the bottom. So with this, we're hinging at the hips, bending at the knees, driving that floor away, keeping that spine nice and long. And here we go. 55 on. Back flat. And push that floor away. Letting that weight come straight down, not reaching out. Core is staying engaged. Don't let your shoulders round in. So keep those shoulders back. Good posture. One more, here it is. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, rest it out, 30 seconds. Ooh, whoa. Stretching out through the arms and the back here. Because as much as we want the legs to rest too, it's tough holding onto those dumbbells. So give your wrists a little circle, a little stretch, let the hands have a break. And remember when we do this, your fingers are just acting as a hook. We're not trying to over grip. You can see the tension in that forearm, so just use your fingers as a hook. Second set, 55 on. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Almost there. Last 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, I'm gonna try to put my weights away as I go if I know I'm not gonna use that weight again, and I doubt I will use that one. Next exercise. Now, this is a new one to you. If this is a new exercise, we've only done this a couple times. We're doing a KANG squat. So that's gonna be a good morning. We'll have the dumbbells up on the shoulders. You can have one behind or two. Hinge for good morning, squat, back up, good morning up. So grabbing your weights for that, one on each shoulder, and here we go. So hinge it down for good morning, nice and slow. Now squat, drop it, press back up, keep that back flat, come up to stand. Back down, good morning, drive those hips back. Now bend the knees. Back up straight, keeping that hinge, then come up to stand. Back over, soft knees, hinge at the hips. Down, keep that chest towards the ground. Drop it, press it up, then come to stand. Hinge it, drop it, bring it up, back to stand. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Rest it out. Now, I'd rather you go lighter with that one if you're still trying to figure out the form, then go heavy and have questionable form. So keep it lighter, you'll still feel it. Again, you can make it heavier by just squeezing those muscles that we're working through. 10 seconds out. One more set like that. Dumbbells up on the shoulder. Here we go in 3, 2, good morning first. Here we go, hinge it over. Soft knees, now bend the knees, drop the bum. Back up, back flat, come to stand. So good for the core as well. Woo. So you want it to flow, but think, good morning. Squat down, back up to stand, hinged over. Now bring that good morning up. Okay, one more. Drop it, up, and stand. Nice job. All right, 30 seconds. Next exercise we're actually gonna need our bench, so I'm gonna get these dumbbells out of the way. If you have it, if you have your bench, we're gonna do a foot elevated glute bridge. I love the foot elevated because it gives us deeper range of motion. So bringing that glute bridge or bringing that bench over or whatever surface, if you have a sturdy surface to elevate those feet, 1 or 2 dumbbells. Now, if you don't have your bench, you're just gonna do that glute bridge on the mat, keeping it heavy. Ooh, we got 10 seconds, so rolling it back. If you're using that bench, get those feet up, weight is in the heels. Going in 3, here's 2, and 55 on, drive it up, squeeze. Control it down, up and squeeze. Exhale as you come up, hold it at the top for a second so you can really get that squeeze, but make sure your back is staying straight. So you're not overarching, that back stays long and straight. And you're just really getting the nice squeeze right here through the glutes. You're squeezing them together and then down. Almost there. Oh my. Last 3, hold it up for 2 and 1. Oh, nice job. Okay, moving on, second set. I just wanna move this a little bit closer. There we go. 30 seconds goes by quick. It sounded long when I said it at the beginning, and now I'm like, no. This is still pushing it. So bringing those legs up, second set, or you're on the mat. Going here in 3, 2, and 1. up, squeeze, hold, and down. So whether you have that heavy or that moderate weight, we are slowing this one down at the top for sure. I want you to hold it, feel it, squeeze it, and then come down. Nice and controlled down, right back up. We are not holding it at the bottom. Ooh, my oh my. So you can feel if you have your feet elevated, this gives us such a good range of motion, really challenging those muscles deep into the muscle fibers. Good, almost there. Hold it up for 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Oh, my bench was sliding. That little stinker. Next exercise. Now you can do this standing. I am going to use my bench, and I'm actually going to use the back. I'm going to bring this up nice and high. You can see I have a slightly elevated, or the post here at the back. I'm going to use that for my calf raise. Now you can just do your calf raise just standing up and down. I'm going to use this for a little extra oomph. Going in 3, we've got 2 sets, and here we go. So up, hold, and down. Up nice and high. So the reason I'm doing this is so my heels can drop below my toe line. So again, just a deeper range of motion similar to what we just did on the bench with the glute bridge. And I'm just keeping the dumbbell right in the center and just kind of switching my hands throughout. So I can use this for a little bit of balance. Really lifting up nice and high on those toes. Coming down. Hold it for a second at the top. Now again, we usually do this exercise on the ground. So if you're doing that, that is totally fine. Last one. Up. And rest it out, 30 seconds. Ooh. Second set. Now, this is our 5th exercise in round number 1. So round number 2 is coming up. We'll get a minute to rest, and then we'll go into round number 2 for the lower body. 10 seconds out, and we're back to calf raises. Last set here for these with both legs. Bringing those shoulders back so you're standing up nice and tall. Going in 3, 2, and 1. Up, nice and high. Squeeze, and down. So hold it at the top for a second. Whether you are on the floor or you're using that slightly elevated post here. Don't let your shoulders start to round. Keep your chest up. Well over halfway. Ooh, the calf muscles are feeling it so good. Now last one, hold it up with me for 3. Here's 2 and 1, nice job. Ooh, that feels good. All right, so for this next round, we've got a minute, but we're gonna keep our bench out here if you have it. Now modification is gonna be on screen. Round 1 somewhat pairs with round 2 for the exercises that we are going to be doing, but unilaterally. So we're only doing 1 set on each side. Our first exercise is going to be a Bulgarian split squat. So if you have that bench, you're gonna keep it. If you don't have your bench, that is fine. You can do a lunge, but the modification you're gonna see on screen is the knee-friendly version, the staggered squat. If lunges don't bother your knees and you don't have a bench, I'm gonna encourage you to do that stationary lunge on one side and then the other. If they do, you've got staggered squat. We've got 10 seconds out. So remember, keep it heavy because we'll only 1 time on each side. So here we go in 3. Here's 2 and 1. And press. Now, whether you are doing the lunge, the staggered squat, or the split squat here, we are keeping that weight on the forward leg. I have just a slight hinge to work deeper into my glutes. But either way, your spine is staying straight. You're not rounding through the back at all, keeping those shoulders back. Now we're only working for 45, and then we rest for 30 and switch it over. Last 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds, shake it out. Switching it over to the other side. Give yourself a little bit of a break. And then we'll switch it. We have just over 15 seconds. All right, let's get ready. Other side. Same mod that you did, whether it be the lunge or the staggered squat, or bringing it up here for Bulgarian. Split squat. And 3, 2, and 1. Same thing, push through that forward working leg. Spine long, core engaged. Shoulders back, good posture. Whoa. And especially on these heavy days, I am going to constantly remind you about form. Number 1, because we want to stay safe, and number 2, I know the burn sort of just overtakes everything else, and it can be easy to let form start to slip. So if we have those little cues to remind us, that will be helpful. So again, just keep that good form, keep breathing. Almost there. Last 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, so second exercise, we did the sumo deadlift. Now we're going to do an elevated Romanian deadlift, or you're gonna see on screen a kickstand Romanian deadlift. So one side and then the other. Usually I'll use just one, but for a heavier day today, I wanna use 2. You can use 1 dumbbell or 2, but remember with this one, we're a little bit closer to the bench. Going here in 3, 2, and 1. Same thing, keeping that weight in the forward leg here. Spine long. Drive those hips back. Whether you are on the mat or using the bench. Now this elevation allows us to stay heavy because we got a little bit of balance here, but it also puts a majority of that work here in the forward leg. So same thing with the kickstand. Really try to keep it heavy on this forward leg. That back leg is just there for balance. Last 3, 2, 1. Whew, shake it out. Getting ready to switch it over to the other side. So same thing, other side. So at the beginning I said this is kind of a twist on a classic style workout, because with classic style you usually do more reps, or not, I'm sorry, not more reps. You'll do more sets. So we're having at least 3, but we've mixed it up because we've done 2 and now we're hitting it here with this 3rd rep, but working unilaterally. So getting ready, switching it over to the other side in 3, 2, and 1. Keeping that weight forward, soft knee, spine long. Don't round the shoulders. I was questioning my shoulders right there. I gotta refocus here. So if you see your shoulders rounding, bring that back up to stand, roll the shoulders, core engaged, then bring it down. Don't let those shoulders fold in. And I know this is tough on a heavy day. That's why we progress ourselves to these heavier workouts. You gotta get the form, the foundation strong, and then you can start to add that weight. Last 1. And 1. Oh, nice job. All right, now, staggered KANG squat. I am going to use just 1 dumbbell and put it at the back. So it's gonna be more of like a back squat position. So if you're doing that, bring it up. You can do 2 again. You can even do this body weight as you are getting form. But we're gonna do the staggered good morning, then into that squat and back up. In 3, 2, and 1. So here we go, staggered good morning. Drop the bum, staggered squat, bring it up, and come to stand. Good, hinge it down, push those hips back, drop the bum, back up, Come to stand. So you can see exercise 3 in round 2, pairing with exercise 3 from round 1, that KANG squat. Don't round the shoulders in. Keep it up nice and tall. Last 3, 2, and 1. Now, even if that timer ticks down, finish that rep out. Other side. So stagger, we'll just wait because we still have 30 seconds of rest, and I am not complaining about the rest. Hold the rest here. Whew. Two exercises after this one. Going in 3, 2, and 1. So stagger, good morning, hinge it, squat it, back up, and squeeze. Drop it low. I really love this exercise. It feels so good for the hamstrings and the glutes, but also the challenge of the weight here at this back position mixes things up a little bit. So it's challenging, especially that core in a new way. And that's what we want. These are little things that make for that progressive overload that help us get stronger and change. Last 3, 2, and 1. I didn't have time for one more. Sad, sad but true. Okay, now exercise 4 here in round number 2 is the kickstand elevated glute bridge, or on the mat, glute bridge, the kickstand glute bridge. I am gonna use just one dumbbell for this one. Now with that kickstand, remember, we're gonna put most of our weight on one side. The other leg is just there for a little balance. Going in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, up and squeeze. Oh goody, Olive has found me on the ground and she is eating Nacho's hair. If you were wondering, that is one of her favorite things to do. If you wonder what she does in her free time, she's a hairstylist to Nacho and she likes to pull his hair out and eat it. I don't know how to stop it. I wish I could. If anyone is like, I have a trick for that, please let me know. Because all I do is find just wads of Nacho's hair all over the house. And she likes to eat it too. So and lick me in the eyeball. Thank you. Squeeze up. Almost there. Keeping that spine long. Last 3, 2, 1. Okay. Whew. All right. Getting ready for the second set. Hello, little pug. Hello, little pug. You're so cute. That makes the rest time even better. Okay, other side. Getting that kickstand position. Please, no. As if the kickstand glute bridge needs to be any harder. In 3, 2, and 1. Up and squeeze. Whew. Really squeezing those glutes, trying to get that back flat here at the top. Oh, it is burning now. We have one exercise for each side after this. Almost there. Up and hold it. Here's 3, 2, 1. Bringing it up to stand. Now our last exercise, back to those calf muscles. We're gonna do a single leg calf raise. I am going to use my bench again and using the post right below the bench, bringing my seat up. And I'm gonna use one dumbbell. Getting ready to go here in 3, 2, and 1. Up, high and squeeze, and down. I'm actually gonna keep the weight on the same side. Drive it up nice and high, hold it, and come back down. Remember, this other leg, you can use it as a kickstand, but if you are, just a little bit of balance, or you can do that single leg. Now, if you are standing, probably without the bench, you might want to find something to hold on to just so you can keep it up, to keep that tension in the muscle long enough. So up and hold, but keep those shoulders back so you've got that good posture. We're gonna hold it up at the top. Now bring it up, holding it. Here's 3, whoa, 2, 1. Oh, wow, that was good. That was really good. 30 seconds, last time, last lower body exercise, and then we move on to the absolute bomb.com for abs. I'm not joking you, this is going to be such a fire abs round to finish. Ooh, I mean everything. The obliques, the transverse abdominis, rectus abdominis, we are getting it today. But we gotta finish with one round for calves. Roll the shoulders back, get good posture started, and here we go. Up, hold it, nice and high, control it down. Up high and squeeze. Remember, keep it high, keep it at the top of that range for a second, and then come down. All right, last hold, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, we're gonna bring it down to the mat for our final abs round. We have 4 exercises repeated 3 times through, working for 30, resting for only 10. We won't need any dumbbells and we will not need our bench, so we'll get that out of here. We are starting with an alternating circle crunch. So we're gonna circle our body as we lift. All right, so as we do this crunch, you don't have to lift up super high, but I do want you to just really think about minimizing ribs to hip, getting those shoulder blades up, and then rotating. Think about leading in a circle with your shoulders. So 5 seconds out, we work for 30 seconds, 10 off. We do that 3 times, and here we go. So up, circle it around, and then down. Other way. Using those fingers as some support for your neck, but not crunching the neck with your fingers, and really don't put too much pressure into your head with your fingers. Up and circle. Last 3, 2, 10 seconds. Stretch it out if you need. We're gonna go right back into it. Olive is circling as well. Wow, fancy pug. Here we go, here we go. And circle. Is that your ab workout for the day, Olive? You're working your obliques? You gotta do the other side. It's so ridiculous. I'm gonna chalk it up to her being a genius pug and her hearing me say circle. Let me think that, okay? Yes, I'm laughing at you. Last 3, 2, and 1. 10 seconds. Final set here for our circles. Bring it up and let's circle it. Oh, whew. Oh, these are so good. Up and circle. Now we really worked the upper portion here of our abs, and we're gonna get ready to work the lower next with something similar. Last 3, 2, 1. We are going to do alternating reverse crunch twist. So with the lower body, we're gonna twist up and twist down, both sides in 3, 2, and 1. So twist it up and down. And then other side. Keeping those hands next to your bum so you can kind of help them get that twist. And twist. So now this is working a little bit into the lower abs. Now it is one muscle, okay? So last 3, 2, and 1. I just wanted to make it even on both sides, but that means we're gonna get ready to go right back into it here in 3. Here's 2, and 1. 30 seconds. Twist it up and down. So when I'm saying upper and lower, it's not that it's a separate muscle. It's not we have an upper ab and a lower ab. But just where you can kind of feel it working. Last 3, 2, 1. One more set like that. Remember, there are 4 exercises for the abs, so we are almost halfway through this ab round. Going in 3, last time for this. And here we go, 30 on. Twist it. Good, lift and twist. And the abs are really good at endurance. So that's why with this, we only have 10 seconds of rest. So we're really working to burn the abs out with these shorter work, shorter rest sets. Last 1, okay, couldn't even say 3, 2, 1. Next, we have a single, double leg lower. You can keep the legs straight, you can keep the legs bent, but keep that low back pressed into the mat. And here we go. So single leg, other side. Now, both legs. Keep that low back pressed in. Single, low back pressed in, tuck the hips. Other side, same thing, tuck them. Now, both legs, nice and long or bent. Back to it, single. Single. Both legs, last one, and there's 1. Ooh, tuck it in. Going again, second set. In 3, 2, and 1, single. Single. Both legs. Breathing as you go. Last 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds. Final set for single, double, then 1 exercise, 3 sets to go. 1 minute and 30 of work after this one. And let's do it. Here we go. Single, double. Working through your single, double. And 3, 2, 1. Oh, last exercise. Now my other shoe is untied. These shoes never come untied, and today both of them did. We are doing heel taps. We're gonna get the shoulder blades up. Now tap it side to side. Reaching long for those heels. Exhale as you squeeze. If you are easily tapping those heels, walk the feet out a little bit more. Get those shoulder blades up a little bit higher. Exhale with each tap. Oh, this is gonna be, these 3 sets are gonna be on fire. Last 3, 2, 1. Stretch it out, 10 seconds. 2 more sets, 1 minute of work. Bring it up. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Tap it out. Get those shoulder blades up. Really reach for those heels. Feel it in the obliques. I love anytime we get to do abs, and usually abs is our finisher. So that's our challenge after we finish our strength workout, but I love it when we just go right into it. So then there's time for another challenge, another finisher. Last 3, 2, and 1. Whew. And I will get to that challenge during these last 30 seconds of work. Bring it up. Here we go, last 30. But before I do that, there is a pair to this workout that posted just before this, the classic upper body strength. I wanna encourage you, if you have not done that one yet, to do that one so that your body is growing and changing at the same for the upper and lower body. So don't just do the lower body, don't just do upper body, we gotta do the whole thing. And so that leaves me with our challenge today being our thighs finisher. This is a thighs finisher for inner and outer. Last 3, 2, 1. Hug it in. You're amazing. That was such a tough day today, but it was fun. The structure helped get us through those challenging lifts. And of course, we are stronger because of it. The fact that you showed up, you gave this 35 minutes. Well, with the warm-up, I know it's about 40 minutes, but the workout itself, 35 minutes, you did it. And now, of course, you got that thighs finisher just to finish out the lower body in high fashion. I don't know, that word just came into my mind, so that's what I said. Anywho, I love you so much, and thank you for getting strong with me. I will see you over at the thighs finisher. Have an awesome day today, and go kick butt.